Hi, my name is Matt Graber, and I'm the president and founder of Unity Vertex. Today, we're going to go over rebranding San Diego Opera, how curiosity led to transformation. Okay, so here we are in March of 2022, and I found myself in a role that didn't exactly match my background. Chief Marketing and Communications Officer for the San Diego Opera. I'm a big white guy from a small town in Indiana. What do I know about opera? And all I'd ever done was theater. So why opera? Well, I've been attending opera since my 20s. I liked it, but it wasn't exactly my biggest knowledge base. So why take the job? Honestly, curiosity. And I saw a chance to do something new and big. When I joined, the opera was preparing for the world premiere of El Último Sueño de Frida y Diego, a story about two Mexican artists, Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera, arguably two of the most influential artists in the 20th century. It was an exciting opportunity, but the company's brand didn't reflect the vibrant, multicultural city of San Diego, and certainly didn't bring the energy that this show needed. The marketing materials felt outdated, and they looked like they leaned into the worst stereotypes of opera: elitist, boring, and inaccessible. So we needed to make a change. So I'll admit it, I didn't know that much about Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. I had listened to a podcast about them before taking the job, so I knew probably more than a lot of people. I knew that Diego was a dog. He didn't treat his wife very well. I knew that Frida had been in accidents and had a lot of pain. But once I started the project, it's like getting a new car, and then you're out on the road and you see all around you, you see cars that look like your car. Frida was everywhere, especially in San Diego, and her influence was just everywhere. But still, I needed help connecting to the Latino community in San Diego. So what do you do when you don't know anything? You approach it with curiosity and generosity. And I sought out resources in the community. So I found this guy, Fred Satella. Fred, wonderful guy, owns a beer company, and he doesn't drink beer. He also runs the Latino Business Professionals group and had connections everywhere. So with Fred's help, we were able to reach out because I needed to go beyond just the stereotypes. It wasn't just about data. It was about a human connection. We needed to build that. We needed to sit across the table from these people. So we dug into it. And we also partnered with a company called Q2 Analytics to dig into stuff. And the data confirmed everything that I thought. What the people thought was opera was boring, expensive, inaccessible, and most importantly, Caucasian. But the data also showed that there's a real love. I mean, people that love opera, they love it. We knew we had to draw in new audiences while keeping the ones that really loved opera there and happy. Tricky balance. The old logo, block gold letters. Talk about outdated and elitist and all those things I mentioned. So we knew we needed to do something new to represent the vision of a company that would present a show like this. Does this look like that? No. So we teamed up with this great design firm, world-class, Esser Design out of Phoenix, Arizona, to create something to reflect San Diego Opera's commitment to diversity and its warmth. And we came up with a new tagline: every voice tells a story. It sent a message that opera was for everyone. We didn't stop there. We wanted to transform the experience for the patron before they even walked into the theater, to say, this is your home. This is a place for you. Every voice tells a story, and this is telling your story. And so for El Último Sueño de Frida y Diego, we transformed the venue's concourse. We were blessed with this large concourse outside of the Civic Theater in San Diego. And we hung papel picados over the concourse. We had mariachi musicians playing as you came up. We had a local taqueria, and they were cooking carne asada. So as you came up, you could smell the scents wafting. We had a signature cocktail for the show. So it was a way to experience it in all different ways. Ways you could smell, see, hear. And then as far as touch, what we did was an ofrenda, which is a traditional thing for Dia de Muertos. One of the things I learned in this curious stage, and there's some argument on this, but I was told that it's Dia de Muertos, not Dia de los Muertos. So don't ask me, ask somebody from the culture. I'm not the absolute expert, but I'm taking the advice from my local people from that community. So what an ofrenda is something where you can bring an offering to somebody who has passed. So you would bring a photo of them, and maybe if they liked tequila, you would bring a bottle of tequila and put it on the altar, or a piece of bread, or something of that nature, light a candle, and have a moment. Because on Dia de Muertos, the day we open the show, the actual veil between life and death is at its thinnest. So there's the idea that you can communicate and commune with those people. Any of you have seen the movie Coco, you're probably familiar familiar with this. The audiences loved it. Some even showed up in full freedom regalia, though we had to ask a number of the ladies to take their headdresses off because they were blocking the view from the people behind them. The experience became so vibrant that we captured it with photos, videos. We even had a drone fly over to show San Diego what we were becoming: fun, youthful, and accessible. And as a commitment to accessibility, we made sure that the entry price for anybody that wanted to attend was $25. And we also offered strategic discounts to people in marginalized communities and targeted papering to allow people that normally wouldn't see the show to come to the show, like students and people that just simply couldn't afford it. And the numbers prove we were on the right track. Latino attendance jumped from 13% to 34%. The audiences under 25 doubled. We added 1,100 new households, numbers that would usually only be matched by a very popular and well-known opera like Carmen. And most importantly, we reached 80% of pre-pandemic attendance. If you consider where the show was as the audience trickled back, the rest of the industry was hitting around 50%. So it was a huge success. This rebrand wasn't just about one show. It laid the foundation for future success. It wasn't just about telling our story. We invited the community to see themselves in it. The best feedback, the comments we got in surveys, that was the most fun I've ever had at San Diego Opera. The music and food made it a full night of joy. We had joy everywhere. For the traditionalists, we kept the performances on stage exactly as what they would expect, at the quality they would expect at San Diego Opera. The scenic design, the gorgeous, oh man, the costumes, just beautiful. And we know the names of the traditional operas, doing Tosca, Butterfly, those shows, they're gonna bring them in. But now we had built trust in that audience that they could take a risk with us on something new. And we knew we had a way to bridge the gap and bring opera for everyone. Rebranding San Diego Opera wasn't just a marketing exercise, it was a transformation. We connected to new audiences, we honored the loyal patrons, and created an experience that felt inclusive, vibrant, and authentic. The success we achieved proves that opera can be fun, accessible, and most importantly, for everyone. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Matt Graber from Unity Vertex, and whatever you're gonna do out there, do it with love.